Whether you save online or in-store, give your home the style it deserves this year. But don't wait. The time to get creative, have fun, and save big is here. The Rooms to Go New Year's sale starts Thursday.
Meteorologist Jennifer Trotch. Weather coverage you can count on. Fly direct to Washington, D.C. from Augusta Regional Airport. Weather headlines on News Channel 6. Brought to you by Hickson Roofing.
We're in for a cloudy and seasonable temps for today, for your Thursday, but we've got rain returning to the forecast for the weekend. I'll have all the details for you coming up.
Right now on Good Morning Augusta, some lawmakers in South Carolina now pushing for a new abortion bill. We'll tell you what it includes coming up. Plus, lawmakers in the Palmetto State are also pushing for legislation to legalize sports betting. Those details straight ahead. And an important deadline coming up in South Carolina for those affected by Hurricane Helene. That story and more as your Good Morning Augusta continues.
Live from Television Park, this is Good Morning Augusta on WJBF News Channel 6.
Well, good morning to you on this Thursday, December 26th. I'm Kim Vickers in for Mary Morrison and Barkley Bishop. Thank you so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins in South Carolina, where lawmakers have rewritten a bill that would allow for the death penalty. Well, several of you may have opened up some gift cards yesterday morning for Christmas, but there are some things you need to know. Gift cards are the most popular item on wish lists, with 53% of shoppers requesting them this year. The Federal Trade Commission says scammers can get the gift card number and PIN even before you buy the gift card. CBS Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady has more on what you should look out for.
If the protective sticker has been removed, if that barcode has been scratched off, really any signs of tampering, go talk to a store manager and frankly, maybe even just go to a second store, because we're learning that these scammers can actually tamper in batches. And this is really important because if they have your gift card number, if they have the PIN, they can take all the money that you've loaded on for your loved ones.
The FTC recommends shoppers keep all gift card receipts to identify your unique purchase and report fraud as early as possible to the company or to the FTC directly. The IRS says it will give out special payments of up to $1,400 to about 1 million people who didn't claim a recovery rebate credit on their taxes in 2021. The agency says many people likely overlooked their eligibility for a stimulus check when they filed their taxes. Eligible taxpayers will be notified by the IRS in advance and are expected to automatically receive their payments by the end of January. And although the Christmas festivities have passed, AAA's Tow to Go campaign is continuing this week. It's an initiative that works to keep drunk drivers off the roads while also providing a safe ride home. It began Tuesday and runs until January 2nd. It will take you and your car anywhere within 10 miles. All you have to do is call 855-2TOW-TO-GO, and a tow truck will be sent to your location for free. Seasonal illnesses are increasing just as we get ready to enter the new year. The CDC reports positive flu tests are up 9% in the most recent week, and cases of whooping cough are 6 times higher than last year's rate. Now, several experts in the medical field are discussing how to avoid getting sick and protect your loved ones.
It's sort of common sense guidelines that we've given for all viruses apply this year as well. Keep yourself healthy by washing your hands. Avoid contact if you can with others who are sick, or limit that. If you're sick yourself, then just be aware of protecting those around you, and also be particularly cautious if you're at risk, if you have immunodeficiency, if you're at risk for being particularly susceptible if you do get sick.
The flu season typically runs through April, so health experts recommend you get your flu shot if you haven't already. Still ahead, Russia delivering a targeted attack on Ukraine energy infrastructure. Why it's being called inhumane when we return.
And clouds are gradually moving in this morning, and they're going to blanket the skies through most of the day today. But the good news is temperatures are on the rise, and also the return of rain chances as we head towards a warmer weekend. I'll have more details for you coming up.
Get stocked and ready to go, so you can get your new furniture now. Buy today and pay no interest for up to 60 months. It's our biggest deal ever. The New Year's sale going on right now at Great Deals on Furniture. Special hours New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Fiber 6.
Brr, check this out. The cold weather in New York City has recently caused the Bryant Park fountain to freeze, creating a sight for many residents and visitors. It comes after temperatures dropped to the mid-teens in the earlier part of this week. But the good news for them, highs are gradually returning to average by tomorrow. So yes, I think they're probably looking forward to some warmer temperatures. That is quite the sight there, and it makes me cold just looking at it. But we are warming up, not only in that neck of the woods, but also many places across the East Coast. So let's look at these current temperatures. So in New York right now, it is below freezing at 26 degrees, 31 right there at the freezing mark in Washington. I know our neck of the woods, though, at 37 degrees, but check it out as we pan further west. We've got kind of a ridge there of warmer air with 51 in Birmingham, 65 in Houston, and in the 70s there in southern Texas and also in Florida as well. So yes, warmer temperatures on the way, not only for those in the Big Apple where we're going on our Terry Limmert Hyundai Skyview cam. So the city's still in lights and celebrating the holiday season. So certainly a beautiful shot there. Some other advisories across the nation. So looking good towards the Big Apple, but do have some winter weather advisories there along the Great Lakes region. Some dense fog towards the middle of the country and a lot of winter weather happening in the Pacific Northwest. But for us back at home, looking good, mainly just some cloud cover to contend with, as we can see on that satellite radar. So not only do we kind of have a flow coming from the coast, bringing in some moisture, but also from the west, so a little short wave there, bringing some rain to Alabama and into southern Georgia. But again, for us, mainly just the clouds for today. Temperature-wise across the southeast, there's those warmer temperatures. Yes, we're kind of in that little pocket there in the 30s, but we will warm up with that cloud cover later on this afternoon. So with the increasing clouds, that means more moisture in the area, which means our rain chances are on the increase. Today we should stay dry, maybe a stray sprinkle or two sneaking in there in the afternoon hours, but as we go into the weekend, that's where we're going to see a better chance, with our best chance coming in Saturday night into Sunday, and we could possibly see a little storm action mixing in there on Sunday as well. But for the next 48 hours, again, it's mainly going to be all about the cloud covers. You can see this really blanketing throughout the CSRA and into the Carolinas throughout the day today. There's some of those little sprinkles that might sneak in there this afternoon and into the evening hours, but again, mainly just clouds to contend with. Then Friday, some more sprinkles coming in there into more of a scattered to few chance of some showers in the afternoon. But for today, again, mainly just clouds into the 40s by 7 o'clock and warming into the 50s by lunchtime under mostly cloudy skies with some light winds coming from the northeast. But check out this temperature trend. So here we are at 54 for your Thursday, a little bit warmer for Friday, but how about 72 for your Saturday? So well above average, and that continues throughout the weekend into next week. So wrapping up 2024 on the warm side there for us, as we can see in our 10-day forecast. But the trade-off there, you get the warmer temperatures, but you also get the increase in clouds, and also going to need to break out that umbrella again as our rain chances are on the rise. So it's going to be a warm and wet weekend on tap for the last weekend of the year. Back to you, Kim.
Sherry, thank you. Coming up, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets preparing for their bowl game against Vanderbilt. More on that game next in your morning sport.
Morning in Augusta, Gianna Cefalu, WJBF News, Channel 6 Sports.
Well, here's something that's brewing this morning. Northern Illinois head coach Thomas Hammock going viral for his post-game interview after leading the Huskies to a 28-20 win over Fresno State in double overtime. He got French fries dumped on him after NIU won the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. That is different. Hopefully they weren't hot. Hopefully they didn't just come out of the oil. That would be unfortunate. But yeah, that's new. Usually it's water, Gatorade, whatever's in their cooler there. But French fries, I mean, hey.
Or I don't know.
Get a snack.
Warm fries might have felt good.
Yeah, sure.
Nothing tops the Duke's Mayo Bowl where they dump mayonnaise,
Ooh.
though. All right, well, time now to announce our Coffee Club winner of the day. Congratulations to Brad Newton from Jackson, South Carolina.
And you too can be a Coffee Club winner. It's easy. Just log on to our website, WJBF.com/Coffee Club, or put your name and address on a postcard and then mail it to the address on your screen. We'll be right back.
I'm Mike Costello.
Weather headlines on WJBF News Channel 6. Brought to you by Hickson Roofing. If your roof needs fixing, call Mr. Hickson. Live from Television Park, This is Good Morning Augusta on WJBF News Channel 6.
Well, a very good day after Christmas morning to you, and welcome back to Good Morning Augusta. I'm Kim Vickers in for Mary Morrison and Barkley Bishop.
Good morning. I'm meteorologist Sherry Shealy in for John Lynn.
So, yeah, again, they're probably sleeping in a little envious of them, but we have some fun stuff to talk about. The upcoming Border Bowl game inching closer and closer, and it's not too late to purchase your tickets over at WJBF.com. The very best seniors in Georgia and South Carolina will take the field at Strom Thurmond High School on January 11th. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. and tickets will be $15 on game day. And if you've never been, you should really go. It's a blast. It's a lot of fun, and it's for those seniors. It's their last football game in high school, so it's pretty cool. You should check it out.
Absolutely. So let's look at a commute forecast. So hopefully not a whole lot of people commuting to work today, but should still see a lot of traffic on the roads with people traveling and maybe heading out to spend some of that Christmas cash and spend those gift cards. And it's looking good this morning. Roads nice and dry. Temperatures in the upper 30s first thing this morning, but warming into the 40s towards about 8 o'clock or so. But then in the afternoon commute, it'll still be nice and dry. Clouds on the increase. Might see a stray sprinkle or two in there towards the later afternoon hours, but warming up into the 50s for today later on this afternoon.
Sherry, thank you. Coverage you can count on begins in South Carolina, where lawmakers have rewritten a bill that would allow the death penalty. 2025 legislative session will begin next month, and the Georgia Bureau of Investigations is prioritizing funding in key areas. The GBI is an assist-only agency and has 15 regional offices and 900 employees, but wants to hire more workers due to a retention rate of 12%. Another goal is to fund GBI's technology, which the director said has reduced backlogs in auto thefts and burglary cases. Governor Brian Kemp also says discussions will take place during the legislative session next month when it comes to the elimination of the state income tax. And we continue in the Carolinas, where the cost of Hurricane Helene is estimated to be higher than originally thought. North Carolina state leaders now say that number is $60 billion, which is 10% more than the last estimate in October. They say the big jump is due to improved data and a better understanding of the scope of Helene's impact. And to help with the recovery, more than $15 million in donations will go towards those long-term efforts in western North Carolina. The money will go towards the North Carolina Community Foundation to help with Hurricane Helene recovery and unmet needs. And in South Carolina, time is running out for people who need hurricane relief. You have less than 2 weeks left to apply for FEMA assistance. The deadline is Tuesday, January 7th. To find out more information on how to apply, just go to FEMA.gov. And the IRS says it will give out special payments to up to $1,400 to about 1 million people who didn't claim a recovery rebate credit on their taxes in 2021. The agency says many people likely overlooked their eligibility for a stimulus check when they filed their taxes. Eligible taxpayers will be notified by the IRS in advance and are expected to automatically receive their payment by the end of January. Although the Christmas festivities have passed, AAA's Tow to Go campaign is continuing this week. It's an initiative that works to keep drunk drivers off the road while also providing a safe ride home. It began Tuesday and runs until January 2nd. It will take you in your car anywhere within 10 miles. All you have to do is call 855-2TOW-TO-GO, and a tow truck will be sent to your location for free. And good news across the river, the North Augusta Greenway is now fully and officially reopened. The park has been closed for the last month for maintenance and cleaning up debris from Hurricane Helene. It included the entire trail from the Riverside Boulevard roundabout to the soccer complex and the riverfront loop. Those who lived in the area say they miss seeing the beauty of the Greenway.
Well, parts of it were open down in Hammond's Ferry area, but now the whole thing's open, so it's great. I do about 4 miles a day and just love it. Absolutely love it. It's great to have it open. There's still some areas that are a little rough around the edges, but you can get bikes through. People can run, walk, whatever you want to do. We enjoyed it a great deal in our neighborhood, just being able to walk over to it and get some exercise, and it means a lot to the folks that are very active.
To have it completely open, for me, it gives a sense of normalcy. I mean, we're all surrounded by a new normal after this hurricane, but it's a comfort thing to be able to know that we can come here and run the whole thing again. We were running it just in bits and pieces where we were allowed to run, but to have it back open, it's like it's a celebration.
The city has been upgrading and expanding the Greenway. They added a new restroom that opened up back in March. It is definitely very nice to see that all back open for the folks that use it for pretty regularly.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, now it's time for Freddie, so take it away. That's right, Freddie. It's going to be a cloudy day today, but a little bit of sunshine for Clara Thomas, our winner of the Freddie bobblehead for today from Denmark, South Carolina. And if you too would like to win your very own Freddie bobblehead, you can sign up at WJBF.com.
Clara, congratulations. I love that. Howdy, it's cloudy. Freddie's great. Well, it's time now to find out what's coming up at 7 a.m. on Good Morning America. Here's your GMA First Look.
In this morning's GMA First Look,
A major automotive merger is in the works. Two Japanese auto giants becoming one. Honda and Nissan signed the papers this week, though it's likely to take at least a year and a half to complete the merger. Mitsubishi also agreed to join the merger talks. Together, Honda, Nissan, and Mitsubishi make about 8.5 million vehicles. The merger would make the combined company the world's third largest automaker, but Toyota is the clear leader in the Japanese auto production with 11 million. Meili brand silicone spoons for babies are being recalled. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says they can break apart, becoming a choking hazard. They have animal shapes on the top of the handle. They were sold in packs of 3 or 4 or as part of a 5-piece feeding set that included a bib. They were sold at Aldi grocery stores, Amazon, Ross, and other online retailers. There have been no reports of injuries. And the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has opened a lawsuit against Walmart. They're claiming Walmart illegally forced drivers into using costly deposit accounts to receive their pay. The agency also says those workers were threatened with being laid off if they didn't want to use the service and had to follow a complex process to access their funds. Walmart has denied the federal agency's claims. And Sherry is back again with the weather portion of the day.
All right, so it was a really nice day yesterday for Christmas and a little on the warm side. In fact, what percentage of Christmas days in the CSRA do reach temperatures at or above 50 degrees? Is it A, 57%, B, 62%, C, 73%, or D, 85%? If you think you know the answer, you can comment on our Facebook page, and I'll have the answer and your full forecast on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere.
I'm a registered nurse in the Augusta
Foundation.com. All proceeds benefit Gap Ministries in Augusta.
The Good Morning Augusta Coffee Club on News Channel 6. Sponsored by Honda Cars of Aiken. Shop online today at HondaCarsOfAiken.com. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
So welcome back. So let's take a look at some advisories across the nation. So towards the middle of the country, lots of dense fog advisories. A little hard to see there, but in the gray color, kind of reaching up from border to border. But our neck of the woods looking all good all across the East Coast, really. Some winter weather there along the Great Lakes and in the Pacific Northwest. Having quite the mess out there with lots of winter weather advisories and warnings as well. But the good news is it could be a busy travel day today with those returning home from spending time with family and friends for the holidays. And according to this, right now, the airports are all looking good, just minor delays from sea to shining sea, so no issues there. So one of those hot spots, I'm sure, today is in Atlanta at the airport, so I'm sure it is a very busy place. Still have that tower lit up in the beautiful colors there for the holiday season. So looking at the satellite and radar, for us, there's a little bit of activity just to our west, so between the Alabama and Georgia border and into the panhandle of Florida, have a little bit of precip there, but for us, mainly just a cloud event. So you'll notice those really blanketing throughout the Carolinas and Georgia, and that's where they will stay throughout the day today. The good news with the clouds, though, for our overnight temps, keeps us a little bit warmer and insulated. So yesterday we made it down into the 20s. Today, right now, we have temperatures in the 30s, upper 30s as a matter of fact, and that's for Augusta and northward. Some places even into the mid 40s already this morning. So warmer, if you will, for this time of year. But if you really want to check out some warm temperatures, check out New Orleans at 60 degrees, Houston at 65, and Miami showing out there at 71 degrees at this hour. So we are warming up. We'll start to see those temperatures increasing, but with that, you'll also see our rain chances increasing. So for today, mainly just the clouds to contend with. But as we go towards the weekend, we'll start to see some stray showers coming in there on Friday, and then more of a scattered shower event for Saturday and into Sunday. Our best best chance of rain at 80%. But for the next 24 hours with our futurecast, mainly just the clouds again. We could see some stray sprinkles sneaking in there this afternoon, but overall just an overcast day, kind of gloomy out there. Not going to see a whole lot of the sunshine. But then as we go into Friday, that's when we'll start to see a little more scattered in nature showers. A lot of that coming from the coast, so a lot of moisture kind of sneaking in that way for us. But most of the rain is going to stay to our east. Again, our best chance coming in later in the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. But for today, going to be in the 40s by 7 o'clock and climbing into those 50s around lunchtime under mostly cloudy skies. And check out this temperature trend here. So 54 for your Thursday, a little bit warmer at 57 for your Friday. 72 degrees for your Saturday. So we are leaving those cool temps and freezing temps well behind for quite some time. So kind of wrapping up the end of 2024 on the warmer side, but with that, we've got the cloud cover and also increasing our rain chances going into the weekend and wrapping up the year and welcoming the new year again with some more rain. So we're a little unfortunate there. So speaking of some temperatures, our weather question for today, so we didn't have a white Christmas, we didn't have a wet Christmas, but it was quite a warm Christmas. So what percentage of Christmas days in the CSRA reach temperatures to 50 degrees or above? Is it A, 57%, B, 62%, C, 73%, or D, 85%?
I'm guessing 57% A.
I have no idea. I'm going with 62. It tends to be pretty warm on most Christmas days, so I'll go with 62.
So you're right, it is warm. It's actually C, 73%. So yes, not a whole lot of white Christmases for us because it is on the warmer side of things. And yesterday, included with that, we hit a high temperature of 59 degrees.
Well, it's definitely pretty warm this time. All right, well, thank you so much. We'll be right back with the 6 things you need to know before you go.
Farmers Forecast on WJBF News Channel 6 is sponsored by Mecco. Service makes the difference. The School Day Forecast on News Channel 6 is sponsored by Wendy's.
If you've been injured, we take immediate action to get you the help you need.
They handled everything so that I could focus on getting better.
I am very happy with the settlement I received.
Thursday, December 26th, the Wins to Go New Year's sale begins. Your chance to get big savings and interest-free financing for 50 months on great-looking living rooms, bedrooms, and dining rooms. It's the perfect time to buy and get interest-free financing for 50 months with low interest-free monthly payments. So let's go. Buy beautiful furniture at great sale prices starting Thursday at the Wins to Go New Year's sale.
So what do you think about these?
And Science Call.
Sundays. It's the new season of Collector's Call on MeTV. We're taking it to the next level with more memorable collections.
Sundays at 6:30 on MeTV, WJBF 6.2.
Well, it's time to take a look at the 6 things you need to know before you go. We begin in South Carolina, where lawmakers have rewritten a bill that would allow the death penalty for abortions. The Prenatal Equal Protection Act will amend state laws and broaden the definition of a person to include an unborn child at any stage of development. The current policy in South Carolina is that women can have an abortion within the first 6 weeks of pregnancy. Representatives also say this bill has language that protects mothers with medical emergencies. And a group of South Carolina lawmakers have pre-filed a bill to legalize online sports betting. The Sports Wagering Act has been brought to the legislative session countless times. In 2023, it was shut down. The new version of the bill has regulations including limiting market size and giving operators a maximum of 8 licenses. And in Aiken County, we have a boil water advisory to tell you about this morning. It's advised that the customers of Valley Public Service Authority water system living on Anthony, Lee, Daly, Kathy, Eden, Hampton, Glen, and Flint Drive all boil their water for 1 full minute due to a water service being interrupted. The same also goes for those living on Ivan Street. And the IRS says it will give out special payments of up to $1,400 to about 1 million people who didn't claim a recovery rebate credit on their taxes in 2021. The agency says many people likely overlooked their eligibility for a stimulus check when they filed their taxes. Eligible taxpayers will be notified by the IRS in advance and are expected to automatically receive their payment by the end of January. And in South Carolina, time is running out for people who need hurricane relief. You have less than 2 weeks left to apply for FEMA assistance. The deadline is Tuesday, January 7th. To find out more information on how to apply, just go to FEMA.gov.
And for Thursday, we're looking at an increase of clouds throughout the day today, but seasonable temps. So starting off in those upper 30s to lower 40s and then making it into the low to mid 50s later on this afternoon.
The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service.
Well, it's time now for a quick final check of your forecast.
All right, so for your Thursday, we're going to have an abundance of clouds, so increasing throughout the day today, but seasonable temps topping off in the mid-50s. But then as we go into the weekend, it's going to be warmer, but it's also going to be wet with our best chance of rain coming in Saturday night into Sunday.
Well, we definitely need a little bit more rain. I feel like it's been a little while since we've had a good rain, so but kind of looking forward to those little bit warmer temperatures. All right, well, that is our time for now. Good Morning America is next. We're back with your top local headlines in about 25 minutes. Have a great day.